The automotive world just got flipped upside down. Koenigsegg's CEO dropped a bombshell, leaving engineers, billionaires, and even Elon Musk stunned. After years of secret development, the Swedish hypercar legend has unveiled a mind-blowing new engine that defies everything we thought we knew about performance, speed, and technology. It's not just powerful, it's revolutionary. And when did Elon see it? Let's just say his reaction said it all. Is this the end of Tesla's dominance? Buckle up, because this changes the future of cars forever. At first, 2025 seemed like just another regular year in the world of cars, until Koenigsegg changed everything. For years, this Swedish company had been a quiet legend among car lovers, known for making insanely fast supercars that often felt more like science fiction than reality. But no one was ready for what they did next. There were no hints, no trailers, no months of social media teasers or cryptic countdowns. Then, out of nowhere, Koenigsegg pulled the curtain back on something so shocking, so mind-bending, that it didn't just catch people's attention, it flipped the entire electric vehicle industry on its head. The reveal was raw, unexpected, and powerful. It left jaws on the floor, and for the first time in a long time, the tech world was speechless. Even Elon Musk, the face of modern EV innovation, was seen on live TV blinking in disbelief, clearly taken aback. At the center of this automotive earthquake was something small, almost laughably small. Picture a suitcase, the kind you'd carry onto a plane. Now imagine that inside that compact space sits an electric motor capable of producing a staggering 800 horsepower and 1,250 newton-meters of torque. That's more power than most large SUVs can dream of, and this monster of a motor could practically fit in your arms. Koenigsegg named it the Dark Matter Motor, a fitting title for something that sounds like it came out of a sci-fi novel. But this wasn't fiction. It was real, and it was roaring silently, defying expectations at every level. This motor wasn't just another step forward, it was a leap, a disruptive force that threatened to redraw the rules of how we think about electric mobility. But Koenigsegg didn't just stop with a single innovation. No, they took the opportunity to unveil an entire car that looked like it had driven straight out of the future. A hybrid hypercar, armed with not only that incredible electric motor, but also a quad-turbocharged combustion engine. Yes, 4 turbochargers, powered by synthetic e-fuel. That's fuel designed to mimic gasoline but made without the harmful environmental costs. It burns clean, produces nearly zero emissions, and still delivers the kind of raw, fiery performance that makes your chest vibrate just standing near the car. Put it all together, and what you get is a beast of a machine with a combined 2,300 horsepower. That's not just impressive, it's almost unbelievable. This wasn't just another luxury EV. This was a car that could outrun the best of Tesla, Porsche, Rimac, and more, not just in speed, but in imagination. Batteries, tweaking software, and improving existing EV designs bit by bit, Koenigsegg threw a curveball so sharp it could cut through steel. They didn't try to catch up with trends. They created a whole new one. This car didn't just challenge what an electric vehicle could be. It dared to ask whether the future of performance driving might not lie in pure electricity alone, but in a smarter, cleaner, more powerful fusion of electric and combustion technologies. With this bold move, Koenigsegg may have signaled something deeper: the end of the traditional EV race and the beginning of a new era where performance, sustainability, and cutting-edge science collide. The dark matter motor and its monstrous hybrid sibling could mark the start of something truly revolutionary, not just for car lovers, but for the entire transportation industry. One thing is certain: after Koenigsegg's silent thunderstorm of 2025, the road ahead looks a lot more exciting and a lot less predictable. Is there a void Koenigsegg was trying to fill? Let's find out. What no one's saying about the electric revolution. It all started with grand promises. The world was going electric, And the message was loud and clear: save the planet, get rid of gas-guzzling engines, and make driving cleaner, quieter, and cooler. When Tesla launched its first car, the Roadster, it wasn't just selling a vehicle, it was launching a revolution. This wasn't a typical sports car, it was a bold declaration that the future had arrived. With Elon Musk at the helm, Tesla turned what seemed like a far-fetched dream into a fast-moving reality. Electric cars were no longer a strange concept, they became something people actually wanted. And then there was the charging issue. Sure, fast chargers existed, but fast still meant waiting 30 minutes or more if you could find one that wasn't broken or already in use. In cold weather, some EVs saw their range drop dramatically. Charging at home? Great, if you could afford a charger and had the right setup. For many, EV ownership started to feel less like the future and more like a complicated puzzle. On top of all that, prices soared. Electric vehicles were supposed to be the people's car, affordable and accessible. Instead, they became luxury tech products with fancy software and giant touchscreens. While the world was promised innovation, many electric cars started to feel the same. Silent, smooth, and oddly soulless. Gone was the raw excitement of driving. No engine roar, no gear shifts, just a soft hum and a glowing dashboard. For car lovers, the passion seemed to vanish. It felt less like driving and more like managing a smart device on wheels. Every automaker copied Tesla's playbook: build sleek vehicles, load them with software, and compete on battery size and touchscreen design. But in doing so, they lost something deeply human: the thrill, the spirit, the soul of the car. And nobody dared to speak up. Everyone was too caught up in the electric gold rush. That is, until Koenigsegg did something that seemed almost impossible. While the world raced to out-Tesla Tesla, Koenigsegg, an independent Swedish car maker known for making some of the fastest cars on Earth, quietly reimagined what electric performance could be. They didn't just follow the crowd. They asked a different question. What if we could make electric exciting again? What if we brought back the thrill, the sound, the connection between human and machine? In doing so, they challenged the core idea of what an EV could be, not just a tool for getting from A to B, but a soul-stirring machine that brings back the joy of driving. And with that bold move, the silent march of soulless electric cars was interrupted, perhaps for the first time, with something truly electrifying. Which brand is shaking up the norm? Let's take a look at the hybrid monster that defies logic. Koenigsegg's masterstroke.